Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Y Spaces, Aperon, Twala, Sims, Sukuna, Schooltech by Edfolio, Maroon Studios, and Compare Loans. Check out our partners in the description.
Welcome sa pinakaunang kwentuhan at Philippine Startup Week 2025 by Startup Podcast PH. Andito tayo ngayon sa Mount Canloon Room dito sa Philippine Innovation Center in Marikina City. Ang ating kakwentuhan ngayon ay ang OpenSesame.ph. Sir
Seroma.
Zeroma.
Seroma.
Ayan. So, hello sir, kamusta?
I'm actually doing well. Actually, before this, I just had my thesis defense.
Ay, wow. Saan kayo, sir?
Formal pa. I'm from Lasal.
Lasal, wow. So, yung thesis defense niya ba ay ito din yung itong startup or iba ba?
It's actually so different because I'm taking political science and legal management. And Open Sesame, for the viewers out there, it's actually a real estate company. So it's far from what I'm studying in the university.
Pero sige, zero, no? How do I call this?
Zero.
So why? Why startup? Why, given a student ka, thesis defense ka kanina lang, why build Open Sesame?
Probably I'll give you an idea about how it started first. So I was talking earlier with some of the people at their booth, and that's one of their questions. It's a very niche business. So Open Sesame is a marketplace for foreclosed properties. And I'm not sure if a lot of people out there my same age are very well aware of foreclosed properties.
Foreclosed. Ito yung mga ang pagkakalimutan ko dito, yung mga kunwari sa pre-selling. Tapos binabayaran na. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
Binabayaran na pero or maybe hindi pala pre-selling, loan sa bank.
Yes.
Tapos na for some reason na-cancel yung or hindi nabayaran or naputol yung pag-loan. So magiging property siya ng bank, ng bank.
Yes.
So that's a foreclosed property.
That's a foreclosed property and the bank wants to sell it because they want to be able to get back the interest earned as well as the principal that they've loaned to the buyer. So yeah, I was actually sitting in a marketing class. I think that was last year. My marketing professor briefly talked about foreclosed properties. I was aware of the concept but wasn't really heavily involved. So, nasabi niya lang dati, foreclosed properties are much cheaper than market value properties. During that class, I had my laptop on, and one of the things that I did was look through one of the leading commercial banks here in the Philippines, look through their inventory. Ngayon, nakita ko, yung in-upload nila ng mga listings, literal na Excel spreadsheet. Okay. So, halimbawa ikaw, bibili ka ba ng property na spreadsheet lang ang nakikita mo? So, that's a big risk for you. And properties are big investment, kinds of investment. So, ako aminado ko last year, wala naman talaga akong pera. But despite the fact na hindi ko kayang bumili, I was still interested. So, if I were to put my perspective in the people who had the capacity to pay and are actually willing to invest in foreclosed property, kumbaga, sarado na, mawawala sa kanila yung thought of actually pushing through just because hindi maganda yung presentation. So, why did I do a startup? Even if it's not something related to what I'm studying, probably because there's a problem that I saw. And there's a complete solution that we get.
Sorry if I may ask Zero, how old are you? Sorry, okay lang ba? Or for everyone to hear?
Kasi double degree kasi ako. Medyo late na ako sa mga counterparts ko. So I'm 24 years old.
Oh, okay, wow. Well, ako kasi I'm 33. So, and even before, siguro mga 2000, even yung mga older sa akin, ang foreclosed property, yung pagbili, parang nga siyang very niche.
Yeah.
Very niche area na yung mga mga may access lang or yung mga mga wise enough to go around lang. Pero actually, that's true. It's actually a market, Marami out there and it probably can be an opportunity. So, sige, just to be clear lang, what exactly nga are you parang solving here? Kasi maybe you are trying to bring out more the market, maybe also giving more access to anyone to buy property there. Maybe iba dyan, i-resell, or if you flip or something like that. Or even yung banks, it's also for them para mas madali nila mabenta nga itong mga property.
Yeah, so that's twofold. It's good that you mentioned about the buyers and also the seller side because whenever you create a startup, you're not just creating a solution for just one part. You're creating a solution at least throughout the supply chain. So, pagdating doon sa mga sellers, which are banks, financial institutions, etc., hindi naman kasi sila kumikita through selling properties. So, pagbenta mo yung bangko, yung mga staff nila, hindi yun yung main line of business na. They earn through interest, they earn through their financial products. And it's also not good for banks to be profiting off of
Actually,
foreclosed
that's very
properties.
true.
So they don't have that machinery, kumbaga, to sell properties.
Kumbaga
They
parang parang kumbaga because of their main business, which is yung loaning, nagkaroon lang sila ng extra line of business, which is this one. Parang actually, siya property na naput sa kanila na hindi naman talaga nila expertise. Hindi naman talaga nila line of business.
And to add to that, Johnny, it's actually not a business. It's a baggage to them.
Yes.
Why? Because foreclosed properties, it doesn't earn money, but it has expenses for you to keep that property. Sabihin natin, kotse, repossessed vehicles. Nagdi-depreciate yung mga property value ng property na yun. So, the longer they hold on to that, the more interest they're foregoing in the long run. So, that's the seller side. Ngayon, pagdating to dun sa mga buyer side, I'd actually beg to disagree with what you said. Na it's a niche industry. I don't know if it's just my algorithm, but there's definitely a lot more interest in foreclosed now. Kaya parang nung nag-launch kami earlier this year, at ngayong nagsascroll ako sa social media, see the news in GMA7, mga kwento ng mga foreclosed property, tinatanggal yung mga bintana, yung mga... So, I think there's some sort of awakening that's happening now that this is actually a good alternative of properties. So, ayan, Johnny, on the seller side, hindi naman talaga nila business yun. Pagdating doon sa seller side, sa buyer side, yung mga tao kasi gustong magkaroon ng degree of security doon sa binibili nila na properties. And since these are foreclosed properties, alam mo na may risk associated doon sa lower value na binibili mo yung property. So you need the peering eyes or someone professional that will guide you through the process.
Yeah.
And at the same time, ang hirap kasing kausap na kakabangko. Sa totoo. So you'd need a broker and you need someone that who really cares for you to...
Actually, malaking bagay yung broker, I think. Kasi, well, first of all, actually, maraming bagay pala din, no? First of all, mas mura ba ito relatively?
Relatively, mas mura.
So, yun, I think, yun ang pinaka, like, yung pagiging broker na, kasi mahirap. I mean, banks are not property sellers. They are not even, no? So, I think yung number one. Pangalawa, yung legitimacy. I think also, the legitimacy of the, kaya ko pala sinabing parang niche dati, kasi parang siyang sorry sa term, pero parang dati, parang for me, parang pa siyang black market somehow. Pero with this, parang magiging legitimate market siya. But third, parang naalala ko lang, yung minsan may issues dyan na parang minsan may mga
nakatira pa.
Oo, yun.
Tenant. So yung mga ganun. And yun din yung isang problem na gusto naming, I mean, pagdating dun sa marketing namin, we're trying to clarify that foreclosed properties are not that. Actually, meron mga foreclosed properties ngayon as good as niyo na foreclose.
Actually, true.
So, but binibenta nila ng mas mababa because ang habol lang naman ng bangko, makuha pa balik yung pinahiram nila. They don't care about the surplus. So, ayun, so far, kaya ko rin nasabi sa'yo na hindi siya niche. Kasi ang dami na namin competitors.
Competitor na market din?
Na parehas yung ginagawa. It just so happened that we launched earlier. So, nung naisip ko yung concept last year, maybe they were also thinking about it. We were just probably the first one to launch a marketplace that specialized on foreclosed properties.
So, sige, how can interested listeners go sa inyong platform? So, opensesame.ph?
Yes. So, just go to opensesame.ph. Again, that's foreclosed properties. We're trying to expand our inventory to mortgage properties probably in the future. We're also trying to expand our inventory to cover the major commercial banks here in the Philippines, and we also go to rural banks. That yung mga magagandang deals na sa rural bank, kasi kung titingin ka ng website ng mga foreclosed properties, probably limited lang yung makita mo, punta ka lang sa commercial banks. But we extend our search to rural banks as well, so you get the best deals possible out there.
Yeah, tsaka actually kung rural banks, thrift banks, ang dami niyan all around the Philippines.
Correct.
Pero so parang kayo, aggregator din somehow ng mga foreclosed properties na for sale ng iba't ibang banks. So, parang all-in-one place rin kayo talaga. So, you are somehow connecting those commercial banks to the people para maging market or bilihan ng foreclosed property. When nga ito linunch? When nyo linunch?
We launched last April. This April, right?
2025. Oh, parang ang galing, no? I mean, and then you mentioned na kanina na parang dami pa ng ibang ganun din platform. So baka may some underlying reason kung bakit parang gusto ko siya i-connect sa medyo mahal kasi ngayon ang condo
Yes,
condo.
correct.
So baka naghahanap ng alternative yung mga tao din So it is actually an opportunity for you din, So ngayon naman since you launched or maybe while building it, siguro pa kwento lang ano yung mga naging challenges maybe how was it? Especially as a student, double student doing the startup, ano yung experience?
Well, probably I can talk about one of our major problems so far in the past month. Kasi one of our marketing, ginalingan masyado. Medyo nag-viral kami sa TikTok. So kung may mga nakakapanood dyan, we had a lot of inquiries. And admittedly, I was part of operations and sales back then.
It's a good problem.
It's a good problem. But at the same time, it paralyzed us to the point na hindi na namin alam kung ano yung uunahin namin. So while there might be good marketing, it also gained some bad rep kasi hindi kami naka-respond sa lahat. And hindi naman lahat alam na we're a startup, that we're limited ito sa And of course, pagdating sa real estate, whoever responds the earliest gets the reward. So kung hindi namin ma-respondan lahat, wala na sila sa amin. Maybe they'd be more inclined to go to our competitors.
Oo nga, no? Good insight yun na. I mean, for viral marketing. Kasi parang viral marketing to, di ba? Na dapat prepared talaga kayo.
Yeah.
Na masalo lahat ng mga inquiries. Gano'n ba karami yun?
If I were to approximate, it's literally thousands of inquiries.
TikTok or?
Through TikTok, and then they also inquired through our website. So it's multiple, to be frank, to the people out there, probably you also have startups. Ako lang naman yung nag-respond sa mga ito. So I'm just one person. Kaya,
thousands, ikaw lang sasagot lahat.
Baka may mga past kami dyan, clients, magbalik loob na kayo sa Open Sesame.
Actually, yun nga I mean, sana makatulong itong podcast na to. Pero, viral marketing, at least naging known kayo. Siguro naman, hindi naman totally kakalimutan na din. Andyan pa rin yung name So, once you bring up like the capacity, andyan pa yung platform, continuous marketing, baka naman bumalik din sila.
Hopefully.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Sukuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Ano pala? Yung foreclosed property, ano pa ito? Di ba hindi naman to, bahay kasi usually ito, bahay prop, as in bahay, real estate. Pero, yun nga, meron din to mga cars, right?
Yeah.
So, ano ba lahat ng mga possible foreclosed properties?
Ano kasi ang foreclosed properties generally, we used to refer to real estate properties.
Okay.
But ang pinaka-overarching terminologies kasi dyan is acquired assets. So, acquired assets is composed of two things, foreclosed properties and repossessed vehicles. Meron din silang mga tinatawag na chattels or yung mga other personal properties. Ibig sabihin mga nagagalaw na properties. So, anything under the sun naman kasi pwede mong gawing collateral sa loan mo. So, halimbawa, yung common lang sa mga Filipino, nagsasangla ng mga jewelry. Mayroong mga banko that also does the same. It just depends on how the bank appreciates that property and if it will be able to be a collateral for the loan that you will come out. So, Ngayon talaga, focus lang talaga sa real estate, but we don't know in the future, we might branch out to all of those other kinds of properties.
Baka ngayon din kaya siguro focus mas sa real estate kasi yun nga, mahal ang mga condo ngayon, mga property. So baka may opportunity rin talaga. May demand actually for a cheaper alternative. Sige, Zero, what's the vision for Open Sesame.ph? Maybe in 5 years or maybe 10 years.
Well, right now, actually, since our launch, we're preparing for version 2 of our website. It's sort of a radical shift because we're building everything from scratch. So parang it took some sort of decision making and some intense talking with the people I'm working with. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? What kind of product does our market really need? So ako naman kasi, while I'm talking to the team, I just realized one day that there hasn't been any super app for housing in the Philippines. Kasi Johnny,
Hindi lang for close.
Hindi lang for close.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea, what we do kasi at Sesame is to give you an end-to-end experience. So halimbawa, naghahanap ka ng foreclosed property. Alam namin kung gaano kahirap bumili ng foreclosed properties for some. Kasi probably you really have no idea about the documentation process. And if you buy foreclosed properties, admittedly, hindi siya yung ready for occupancy na ganito kalinis katulad ng room na to. So you might need some cleaners, probably you want to renovate it, probably you want to demolish some parts of that structure, or probably you just need a geodetic engineer for your lot, right? So what we offer to you, we give you these properties. We're partnered with a lot of these service providers so that na-anticipate na namin kung bibili ka ng lupa, maybe you'll need a geodetic engineer. Tatanungin namin, kailangan mo bang magpatayo ng bahay or is this an investment for your family? Then we connect you to contractors and all of the other service providers that we're related with. So, we've built this, we're in the process of still building this kind of platform where we give you the best experience, hassle-free from end to end. And I thought to myself, why not extend this kind of experience to general real estate in whole? So, ang naisip ko, maybe in the next couple of years, we're branching still with the stress on foreclosed properties, but maybe branching out to other kinds of properties, real estate or other personal properties. Then, eventually making a super app out of it, say, parang social media for housing, probably. Brokers make their own videos to sell their own houses, or contractors giving you tips about how to do this and that.
So actually, any seller.
Any seller. Or even, halimbawa, meron ka bang contact ng Poso Negro? Diba? So, all of these, sobrang laki ng bahay at the same time, it can be so little. You can do a lot of things in it. So, imagine probably a furniture provider being inside that house. So, that's my idea. Like, if you want anything housing related, probably that's what I want the app to be.
Galing. Tsaka actually, na-realize ko lang about the foreclosed property. Yung pagiging, hindi na siya end-to-end It's actually, kasi end-to-end parang from start to finish. But end-to-end means just the necessary processes.
Yes, correct.
Sa inyo, kumbaga may siya, may pa-horizontal din siya na parang lahat ng gustong ipagawa, yung cleaning, even. So, I'm assuming naman even with those costs, di ba? Mas mura pa rin to kaysa sa mga hindi foreclosed.
I can't say with an absolute yes or no. Because, well, as an investor, you have to know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Hindi naman, kapag sinabi foreclosed properties, I'd say to the audience, not all foreclosed properties are cheaper. That's not true.
Okay.
Meron mga bangko talagang gustong magbenta ng sobrang taas ng
I see.
So you have to be circumspect. You have to do your due diligence. And probably magtanong ka sa kapitbahay mo, ganito ba talaga yung value nito? Mga ganon.
Yeah.
But we'd say that there is some margin that would make you buy that property for much lesser than the market value with all of the other improvements that you make with all of the other services that you contract.
Yeah. Tsaka actually, parang there's still a lot to discover actually sa market na to, sa ecosystem na to actually. Ayun. Sige, what is startup success for you? Wow.
That's very difficult for me to answer. Because probably we're always trying to scale. Yun. Probably for me, ano ba?
Like, I mean, is it financial, if you reach these financial goals, or when you, let's say, create a system that works, or when you quote unquote help people and ganyan.
Yeah, well, part of it is of course helping people. Siguro personally, part of me is that vindication because dati dinout ko talaga yung sarili ko na walang magkakaroon ng interest sa ano namin eh. So probably that's a startup on my success on my end.
Very true, very true. Actually, for me, startup founders are discoverers of hidden values propositions. Na, yun nga, di ba? No one knew before, parang that before, foreclosed properties was, kumbaga ano lang yun eh. For me, medyo black market. Pero there's actually kumbaga, a system or a platform that's waiting to be made. So startup founders for me are actually explorers, experimenters. And yung fact na discover nyo na may malaki market and may system na kailangan i-connect sa market na yun, for me, that's already a success. But yeah.
That's good because for me, I think success is it's when your idea makes sense.
Yeah.
Kasi sometimes I don't know if that's very self-indulgent baka ako lang. Yun, kasi you wouldn't be existing if you have no value.
Yes, exactly.
Diba? So the validation of your idea is pretty much startup success to me. But probably may mga investors na nakikinig dyan. Thinking of it financially, we're bootstrapped. So, kung mabalago namin yon, that's very, very good on our end. This is a competitive industry to be with, and it takes a lot from you. So, scaling in terms of finances or kahit sa mga human resources namin, probably very successful on their end, I'd feel.
Ayun. Kamusta ang Philippine Startup Week? So, kwento ko lang, no? So, kanina ako nag-iikot ako sa mga booths na naghahanap ng mga interview dito. No? So, and then, isa sila sa mga in-approach ko. So, by the way, we're currently at the Philippine Innovation Center here in Marikina City. 4 floors siya, or 5 or 4. Bawat floor, I think 3 of those floors may mga event rooms. May room tayo, Startup Podcast PH, and then may mga booths all around. And sila nga ay naka-booth din. But sige, kamusta ang experience dito? Kamusta? Can you tell how it feels to be here now?
It's actually such a welcoming environment. I don't know. I think the startup community is such a close community. Some people I've seen actually. I see you. I see you. I was at the startup week last year.
Talaga? May booth din kayo or?
Hindi. We weren't at the booth yet. We were still thinking about how to launch our product.
Okay. Ay, sabagay nga pa. This April.
So far, our experience has been good. I actually haven't walked through the booths myself, but so far, seeing some people who also have, I can feel their passion with their own startups too.
Passion. Parang ang gandang word nun for this Philippine startup. Passionate founders.
Education is evolving, and so are we. Introducing School Tech by Edfolio, your all-in-one school management solution. Built for schools of all sizes, School Tech bridges the gap between school and learning management. Driven by passion, School Tech makes educational technology accessible, affordable, and easy to use for schools everywhere. With an integrated approach, School Tech simplifies management across different departments and enhances efficiency in operations. School Tech transforms the way schools manage, teach, and learn. School Tech, taking school management solutions to the next level.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com. Guided by one of our top experts.
Ayun, sige. So, thank you once again, Zero and Open Sesame.ph sa kwentuhan na to. So, ito makwentuhan na to, maikli lang 30 minutes.
Okay.
And ayun, sana rin may napulot or may natutunan or na-inspire somehow ang ating mananginig. So ayun, thank you.
Thank you, Jan.
By the way, if our listeners want to know more about you or Open Sesame, so maybe invite them to go to the website.
To all our listeners who would want to know more about foreclosed properties and investing in your next home or in your next province property, probably, go to opensesame.ph, or you can also message us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and all the other platforms. Ako sasagot sa inyo. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Johnny.
This episode is super powered by AskLex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Argum AI, make smarter decisions by presenting both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by ePlayment, turn content into opportunity, grow deeper connections, and earn more. Only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.eplayment.co. School of Profits, Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solution, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform, HustlePH. SmileChecks, streamlined hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloud CFO, cloud accounting service provider for business ready to grow. Cloverly, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body Beaties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. DV Code Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Kanzen Barley, East Point Business Outsourcing Services, Filipina Home-Based Moms, Hex Colony, Sugbudok, Algacon Aqua Feeds, Juan Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Jur.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Uplift Code Comp, Board Prep, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.